What's up, guys? Mike here, and if you guys are watching this by now, we are literally hours away from the Nintendo Switch presentation at 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on January 12th, 2017. We are going to be learning a good amount of shit about this console, besides the fact that it's a console that's at home and on the go. Today, I'm just quickly giving you my thoughts and hopes for this thing before we actually go live with this, but don't forget, if you guys want to actually see me react to this live, I will be online around 10 o'clock or 10:30. Hell, you might be watching this now. I might be live right now, so definitely subscribe if you guys want to watch the reaction to that. But I'm not really going to go too much into crazy details about specs or anything otherwise. Also, before I go any further, though, sorry about the green screen. I tried fixing all the settings before I started, but for some reason the green screen is not cooperating with me tonight. I just ended up taking a nap, so if I yawn once or twice during the video, I do apologize, but I definitely want to make sure I get this out there for you guys. Now, I'm not going to go into like Switch rumors or details about like specs on the system, but there's only two things I'm really hoping for system-wise during this presentation, maybe three. The only three things I'm hoping that they announce that are going to be good about the system. One, I hope it has a decent battery life. And if there's no decent battery life on the system when it's outside of the dock, I seriously hope that there's a decent charge time. Like, if you get like say 3 hours worth of battery on it, I hope that the battery can charge them in like an hour. Basically, I kind of hope that the battery kind of charges quickly, that you'll be able to get back to gaming pretty quickly. And also, the only other thing that I'm honestly worried about since the launch trailer, if you guys remember the launch trailer for the Switch, Legend of Zelda didn't run too hot outside the deck from what it looked like. So I am honestly hoping that this thing has enough graphical power to handle games outside of the Switch dock. Because yeah, it's going to be cool to play them at home, obviously. That's more likely where I'm going to be playing mine. But still, I'm going to want to take this thing on the go. I'm going to want to play this at work during my lunch break. I'm going to just be sitting there just like... But yeah, if it has no graphical power to handle games outside the dock, I'm not going to want to take it anywhere. Although on the Jimmy Fallon show, it looked like when they showed it off and they showed off Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild again, it did look like it was running a lot better than it did in the launch trailer. So that kind of has my expectations and hopes a little bit higher for that. But I am honestly hoping that this thing has some good shit going for it. I am honestly very hyped for what the hell Nintendo's got up their sleeve about this entire thing. But before we go into games and all that, there have been a lot of different price points I've been seeing flying around about the Switch, whether it's going to be $300, $350, $400. Alright, this is what I think in terms of what the bundles and prices are going to be. If you want just the basic Nintendo Switch, I'm going to assume it's going to come with the dock. It's going to come with the tablet system. It's going to come with the 2 Joy-Con controllers and all the cables. That is going to cost $300 US. That is my prediction. I am predicting it's going to cost $300 US for the basic edition. That's just essentials. No games, no nothing. Just the essentials. Wires, dock, tablet, Joy-Cons. And then if you want a game bundle to do it, I'm going to assume that that's going to be about $350. So, for $350, I am going to take a guess that you're going to get the dock, the Joy-Con controllers, the Joy-Con grip, the tablet itself, and the dock. And I honestly think for the launch titles, if there's going to be a couple of bundles, I think there's going to be 2 bundles that you could choose from besides the basic bundle. So yeah, you're going to have your one for $300, which is just the game, for just the system. And then I'm thinking there's going to be 2 bundles for $350. One bundle is going to include Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild as a launch title. And there's going to be a bundle for the new Mario game that was seen in the Switch trailer. That's my prediction for that. You're going to get a choice of either the Mario game or Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. As for release date, a lot of rumors are flying around that March 17th is a release date option, and so is March 19th. I'm going to just assume that it's either going to be March 17th or March 19th, if that's what all the rumors are flying around. Middle of March sounds like a decent time to release the system, even though it's like on St. Patrick's Day, I believe. Is it March 17th, St. Patrick's Day? I don't really remember. I'm pretty sure it is, but either March 17th or March 19th, I'm going to guarantee that one of those days is my prediction for the release of the Switch. Now, game prices, it's really interesting because on the one hand, it basically looks like it's going to be going with 3DS-like cartridges. It's not doing discs anymore. But on the other hand, it's going to be a console for home gaming. So honestly, if I had to put a price on the games, I would probably think that the games are going to be somewhere between $40 and $60. That's going to be my prediction. I don't know exactly how it's going to work. Maybe certain games will be $40, like some of the games I'm going to mention. And brand new titles will be like $60. And they also showed like a Pro Controller, and then I'm going to just throw it out there that that's $60. Alright. Price point, launch date, out of the way. So, the one thing I'm going to talk about that is going to be interesting is there was a picture today. Well, I'm recording this on January 9th. GoNintendo.com apparently shared a photo of the someone in GameStop in Germany, and they had all these games up there for launch, which is kind of interesting. So I'm going to go through these. I'm going to let you know whether or not I think they're going to be a launch title and whether or not it's legit. Let's see, I'm going to just start from the top. You got Dragon Quest X. I could see Dragon Quest X coming to the Switch. I'm not really a Dragon Quest fan, but if you want to bring in the RPG people, I think either Dragon Quest X or there was another rumor of another game where Mario and Luigi teamed up with the Raving Rabbits from Rayman. I think either one of those two games could possibly be a launch title. I'm not sure exactly how that would go, but I'm going to get my thoughts on one of those. Let's see, they also have Splatoon on here, which is really interesting because there was a Splatoon game shown off in the launch trailer. So honestly, I think Splatoon would be an amazing packing game. Splatoon was amazing on the Wii U. Honestly, if Splatoon ends up being a launch title, they could slowly add DLC and other shit to it and make more content for it than ever before. Splatoon on the Switch for its entirety of its life cycle would be absolutely fantastic. I could just imagine them putting this thing out there at launch, and then just like they did with Splatoon on the Wii U, they'll just keep adding and adding more weapons, more maps, more DLC. Maybe the possibility of using amiibo costumes this time around. Maybe Nintendo themed stages this time around. That would be absolutely fantastic for a launch title. So I honestly hope that Splatoon ends up being a launch title, because I know I would pick that up day one. And then the next one, I'm probably going to freaking spend a good amount of time covering because I'm such a huge fan of this. And that is Mario Kart 8 being ported over to the Switch. Now, this is where shit kind of gets real, because there was another rumor. There was another picture that was floating around on Twitter, and I was pissed off when I found out this was debunked. But what you basically saw on this was EB Games from Australia, and there was a picture of Mario Kart 8 for the Switch. And in the top left corner of the little box, they had a little box that ended up saying 10 new racers, 24 brand new tracks, and a brand new and improved battle mode. Now, I have absolutely no idea whether or not the brand new tracks included the DLC array, or if it was all the original tracks from Mario Kart 8, all of the DLC included already, plus another 24 tracks. 48 plus 24 tracks would be absolutely bonkers. I would fucking love for that to be the case, because that would be a shit ton of tracks. 24 brand new tracks, and we get the DLC for free, and all the DLC costumes, and all the new characters, plus 10 new racers, and improving the battle mode, which is the most important thing, because nobody plays battle mode in Mario Kart 8. No one wants to race on a regular track trying to play battle mode. That shit just does not work. You need big, wide open arenas. You need friggin' balloon battle. You need the freaking coin runners, team and solo wise, and also the Bob-omb Blast if you want to put that out there. Maybe some new type of battle modes too. I don't know what kind of battle mode ideas. And that shit needs to be online with up to 12 people. That is my idea of improving the battle mode, and I hope all of this shit ends up being a thing on the Switch. I don't honestly know if Mario Kart 8 will be ported over to the Switch. If it's a launch title, that would be a really solid launch title, but for Mario Kart 8, I honestly hope that if it does get ported over to the Switch, I really do hope that they're still working on a brand new Mario Kart. I would feel kind of pissed off if it turns out that the new Mario Kart for the entirety of the Switch's life cycle ended up being Mario Kart 8 ported over. I don't think Nintendo should do that, but if you want to throw in Mario Kart 8 ported over for the Switch, and then make a brand new game on top of that in the meantime, fuck yeah, I'm down for it. I will pick up that shit day one. Alright, and then going down the list, there's also NBA, which is probably just the NBA game that we saw in the trailer. Maybe NBA Jam? I'm not sure, but I still like the idea of each person taking a controller, 2 people on one screen, 4-player basketball. That would be pretty sick. And then we have the Mario title that is from the Switch trailer, I'm assuming. Because on there, it actually ended up just saying Mario. It didn't say Super Mario Switcheroo, which is one thing I've been hearing. It's not Super Mario Frostland, which is another thing I've been hearing. I'm pretty sure all that shit's been debunked. Honestly, as I'm going through this, I'm pretty sure all the shit's been debunked, but these are still things I would still love to see on the Switch anyway. This is a hopes and thoughts video after all. But I could definitely see that Mario game from the Switch trailer being one of the launch titles. Honestly, when it came to the Wii U, when I remember picking up my Wii U on day one, and I remember getting New Super Mario Bros. U, and that shit I put down in a few hours. I remember picking up New Super Mario Bros. U, and I think Nintendo Land and something else. Honestly, there wasn't really too much of a strong lineup. But yeah, if all these titles end up being launch titles for the system, that would be fantastic. But yeah, again, that Mario title from the Switch trailer, I think, is going to be allowed to be purchased on day one, as well as in a bundle with the Nintendo Switch system for $350. And then you also have Breath of the Wild also, that was also mentioned. But other titles that was on this list for Nintendo Germany is Elder Scrolls Skyrim. Again, I'm not really too much of an Elder Scrolls fan. I'm not really a fan of an open world system like that. Honestly, my brother played Skyrim for like 20 plus hours with his toddler son in my friggin' bedroom when they were living here. And I felt bad for the kid. They would just stay holed up in their room playing Skyrim the entire day. It was nuts. But that being said, I do respect Skyrim as a game, and it's something I definitely want to still give another chance to and actually try out on the channel. So if Skyrim ends up being a launch title for this thing, I might actually pick that up day one. I think it would be pretty cool to have Skyrim on the Switch as a launch title and also have some Nintendo themed items in there as well. And then there's a couple of odd ones at the end here, but I think I don't think these are launch titles. I think these are just towards the end of the year. But the one last title that was slated for launch was a Sonic title. All it just said was Sonic. It didn't say anything else on it. Now, Project Sonic 2017 was also on there for an end-of-year release during the holiday, but this one was a launch title. So, my thought is, I am pretty much going to bet, I think this is going to happen either way during the Direct. I think they are going to announce that Sonic Mania is coming to the Switch. Not only would it be sick to have classic Sonic on the go, with a whole brand new Sonic adventure, I would actually buy Sonic Mania twice because of that. I would buy it once for the Switch and then buy it on my PC to enjoy it in 4K resolution. Because that would be fantastic. Having freaking a classic Sonic game on the go, just being able to play that shit, that would be fantastic. But the other two titles that are mentioned on this list is Lego City Undercover from the Wii and Just Dance 2017. Those two titles I could care less about, but those are on the list. So we pretty much covered everything now that I pretty much wanted to talk about in this video, from the Switch price being $300 to $350 being basic, or Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild or Mario Bundle. Release date I'm going to consider March 17th or March 19th. Pro Controller I think is going to cost $60. The games are going to cost somewhere between $40 and $60, and we just talked about the launch lineup. I have a few more interesting ideas that I think is going to happen during this Nintendo Switch presentation, and stuff that I am honestly hoping for. Number one, I am honestly hoping that either Nintendo 64 or Nintendo GameCube ends up coming to the Nintendo Switch as virtual console games. Because a lot of rumors and a lot of ideas have been floating around about 3 GameCube games coming to the Nintendo Switch's virtual console, being Luigi's Mansion, Super Smash Bros. HD, Super Smash Bros. Melee, and Mario Kart Double Dash. I would love to see those on the Switch as a GameCube virtual console. If you give me an adapter or a way to play with my GameCube controllers without the Switch being in the dock, that I can use my wired GameCube controllers on the go, I am all for it. Give me like a peripheral that will hook up to the Nintendo Switch's Pro Controller up to one of the Joy-Cons when you take it out of the thing. I will be more than happy with that for the Switch. That will be fantastic. Alright. Now, this next one was actually in an earlier direct. If you guys remember Mario Superstars, it was a game that was announced for Nintendo 3DS that I think we're getting sometime this spring on the 3DS, that included soccer, baseball, horse racing, golf. I forgot the other fucking sport. I honestly already forgot, but I know there was horse racing. Oh, tennis. So yeah, you had tennis, baseball, horse racing, golf, and baseball. You had 5 sports on there, basically. If you look at the promotional art for Mario Superstars, those models look really clean. The promotional models of Mario and them. That honestly looks like NX promotional artwork. So I honestly am predicting that Mario Superstars is also going to be coming to the Nintendo Switch in spring. May or may not be a launch title, but I have a good feeling, I'm going to have a good gut on this, is that Mario Superstars is going to be a title coming to the Nintendo Switch, and I think it's going to be announced either in this Direct, or if it's not out by E3, definitely at E3. Another prediction that I hope comes to fruition, Pokemon Stars. I don't think it's going to be necessarily announced during this Direct, because this is just for launch titles. I don't think they're going to talk about anything up for release up until... I think they're only going to mention titles that are going to be released up until the launch date and possibly up to June. I think they're going to save everything else for E3. Because at E3 they'll have a shit ton to talk about with the Switch and the 3DS. So yeah, I think Pokemon Stars is going to be a thing. I hope they announce it during this Direct, but I'm not holding my breath on that. Another thing I am hoping for, I am hoping that they announce a new Kirby game. There was another rumor of a Kirby game flying around along with Mario Kart 8 Switch and another game. It was called Kirby and the Scribble something. It would be pretty cool if we have a Kirby game on the Nintendo Switch at launch, because I think Sakurai should give us a Kirby game. That would be absolutely fantastic. I am also hoping that there's somehow a new Yoshi game. No Yoshi's Woolly World, no Yoshi and Poochie's Woolly World. Just a whole brand new Yoshi game. Maybe one featuring Baby Mario, like a Yoshi's Island style, or maybe something like Yoshi's Story. I don't know, I just love Yoshi, man. I kind of want to see Yoshi on there for launch. That would be kind of fantastic if that ends up being a thing. I'm also hoping system-wise that we have a good way to use amiibos inside and outside the Nintendo Switch's dock. I'm kind of hoping that either the Pro Controller or one of the Joy-Cons has an amiibo scanner functionality in it. That way we could be able to use the amiibos. I'm pretty sure Nintendo's not going anywhere with the amiibos. Those shits made them a lot of money. I have a huge collection of amiibos. I literally have nearly the entire Smash roster sitting on my desk. And I honestly want to get some good use out of the amiibo. So if I could take my amiibos anywhere and use them on the Switch anywhere, I'm all for it. I kind of hope that's going to be a thing. But the biggest thing that I am hoping for, and this is a real shot in the dark, again, I don't think this is going to be something for E3. I don't think this is going to be something that's going to be announced at this Direct. I am hoping for Super Smash Bros. For Nintendo Switch. I'm going to predict that it smashes up the Nintendo 3DS and the Wii U versions. And it's also going to have new content, new stages, and new fighters. How cool would it be to have 4 different Nintendo Switch consoles? Everyone's using the game controller, the Pro Controller, and everyone's looking at their own separate screen during a game of Smash Run. That would be epic, because I love Smash Run in the 3DS version. I honestly hope that we can have Smash Run on the Switch's version of Smash Brothers. Also, I know people are going to fucking shit on me for saying this, but Bayonetta didn't deserve to be the fucking ballot winner. If anything, I'm glad Bayonetta got in, but I don't think she deserved to be announced as the freaking ballot character. Bayonetta being the ballot slot winner was not a good way to end it for me. I still think that there's a lot more deserving people than Bayonetta. There's been rumors going around that like 3 new fighters are going to come to the Nintendo Switch version of Smash, so I'm going to assume freaking Wolf, Ice Climbers, and the true ballot winner, because I don't consider Bayonetta the ballot winner, even though she was like #1 in the UK. Nah, there's a lot more deserving people. I'm alright with Bayonetta being in the game, but honestly, again, I'm gonna just say this: if Bayonetta was announced before Cloud and Cloud was the final announcement, I don't think I would be saying what I'm saying now. I think it was just the way that they ended up putting it all out there, but that's just me. But I think I'm going to wrap it up here. I am really hoping that this Nintendo Switch presentation is good. Again, I'm going to have a link in the description for where I will be live at 10:30. I'm not sure. I'll probably be live either, more than likely, 10:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on January 12th. I hope to see you guys there, whether you're on VidMe, Twitch, YouTube Gaming, all that other good stuff. I really hope you guys will join me and come through, hang out with me, react to the Nintendo Switch. I'll give my afterthoughts in that video. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video, definitely hit that like button. Definitely subscribe if you guys are new. Definitely become fellow Monster Gamers today. Follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Discord. All those links are down in the description. Thank you as always for watching. And until the next video, my fellow Monster Gamers, take care.